Dear students, you are all studying in the 9th standard. In your examination, the grammar is most important. What is the meaning of grammar? Grammar means it is the systematic study of English. It is the systematic study of the subject. It is called a grammar. Among the grammatical aspects, parts of speech are very important to 9th standard students. There are some questions regarding the parts of speech. Today, I would like to teach about the parts of speech. Can anybody say how many parts of speeches are there? Yes? Anybody? Yes? Now, you are right. Correct. Tell boldly. Now, verb, yes. Pronoun, yes. Preposition, okay. Very nice. Conjunction, next, adjective, okay. How many types of parts of speeches are there? There are 8 parts of speech. What do you know? What do you know more about all these 8 parts of speeches? Then anybody say? Yes. Today I am going to teach about the parts of speech. Parts of speech. Parts of speech. Dear students, you are all studying in 9th standard. In the 9th standard, grammar is very, very important to write your answer in the examinations. Among the grammatical aspects, today I am going to teach about parts of speech. Parts of speech. Parts of speech. You know very well how many parts of speech in English. How many parts of speech in English? In English, there are 8 parts of speech in English. How many parts of speech are there? There are 8. Can you tell me, anybody can tell the parts of speech? Yes. Noun, okay. Pronoun, yes. Preposition, okay. Then interjection, okay. What do you know more about parts of speech? What do you know more about parts of speech? Yes, today let us study about the parts of speech one by one. One by one. For example, first one is noun. First one is noun. What is a noun? We are living in our surroundings. In our surroundings, we are seeing many things. So all these naming words are called a noun. For example, this is a school. School, it is a noun. Similarly, all the names Rama, Sita, and many other things are called a noun. For example, boy, Raju, book, table, bench, so and so. All these things are called a noun. In the nouns, there are many kinds of nouns: proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun, likewise. Proper noun you know very well. Collective nouns, give an example to collective nouns: children, okay, children, people, they are called collective nouns. And second one is pronoun. Second one is pronoun. Pronoun is called Sarvanama. Sarvanama in Kannada. What is a pronoun? Pronoun is a word. Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun or in place of a noun. Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. For example, Sita, we use she. She is Sita. Raju is there, we use he is Raju. So, what are the pronouns list out? I would like to list out the pronouns: he, she, you, we, I, us, they, them, likewise. So many pronouns are there. He is Rama, she is a girl, you are a good boy. Similarly, we can give other pronouns like is, me. These are also called a pronoun. So, are you taking down? Are you taking down? Yes, very good children. She is a girl, you are a good boys, you are the good boys, we are people. I am going to temple, I am going to temple. Please let us study about parts of speech. As it is pronoun. They are boys, these are girls, those are boys. They are also pronouns. Please give them some notes. Please give them some notes. It is a pronoun. Her, his, me, and also called him. It is a pronoun. It is a pronoun. Pronouns are very easy to learn. Just take down what I have written on the blackboard. Next one is verb. Verb. Verb means in Kannada Kriyapada. Kriyapada. What is a verb? Verb is an action. Verb is an action or do something. Do something. For example, what I am doing? What I am doing? I am teaching grammar. I am teaching grammar. So here teaching, it is a verb. I am walking. I walk. I drink coffee. Drink, it is a verb. Similarly, we can give more and more. Whatever you do, they are called pronouns. They are called verbs. Verbs. She is running. She is dancing. The teacher is coming. Come, came. Come, came. Both are verbs. Verbs are very important to read and write your lessons. So let us take definition of a verb. Verb is an action. Simply we can say verb is an action. Verb is an action. I have already given some examples. She is dancing, riding, jumping, walking, playing, and teaching, playing the cricket in the field, so and so. Next one is very important to your examination. Preposition. Preposition is a word placed before a noun. Preposition is a word used, placed, a noun or pronoun. So preposition is very important. For example, I am sitting on the corridor. On, it is a preposition. On, it is a preposition. In, into, with. There are plenty of prepositions. With, by, before, beside. Are you taking? Rajo, are you taking? Beside, behind, and we can see far, off, likewise. For example, the monkey is sitting on the tree. The teacher is on the corridor. In, please come in. So into, the boy jumped into the river. With our parents, with our friends, with our relatives. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. I am going to market with my parents. By this poem is written by John Keats. Before I am standing before the children. Beside, behind, far, off. You know very well about these words. For this presentation is for you. He is the son of Ramanna. So these are called preposition. So similarly, in your real examination, there are some tough words. Across, above, over. These are also called prepositions. Across, above, over. Similarly, there are 2 marks. There is a question for only 2 marks in your annual examination preposition. Sometimes it will come for 1 mark. Next, another one is adjective. Very important. Adjective. Anybody can give definition of adjective? Yes? Anybody? Yes? Correct. Very good. Sit down. Adjective is a word modifies or describes a noun. Adjective is a word modifies a noun, modifies a noun or pronoun. It shows quality, quantity, Adjective shows quality and quantity. For example, he is a handsome boy. He is a handsome boy. Handsome. This is an adjective. Handsome. Similarly, Sita was a beautiful woman in the Ramayana. Sita was a beautiful woman in the Ramayana. So beautiful, it is also noun. Raju is a little boy. He is a short boy. She is a short girl. She is a tall girl. So and so. We can give more and more examples. So all the countable words become adjective. For example, he is 16 years old boy. He is 16 years old boy. 16, 10, 100, 1000, 2000, lakh. All these countable words becomes an adjective. So similarly, what are the other adjectives? We can give all the colors. For example, this is a white color wall. Look at this wall. Blackboard, black, white. All the colors. Rose is red, yellow, green, black. All these colors becomes an adjective. Adjective. Very simple. Simply you understand all the colors, all the countable numbers, 1 to 1000, 1 to lakh, 1 to lakh. For example, Mahatma Gandhi was born in 1869. Mahatma Gandhi was born in 1869. Here is a question. Mahatma Gandhi was born in 1869. It is a preposition, and 1869 it is an adjective. It is an adjective. Are you understanding? Okay. Next, sixth one. Have you understood about noun? It is an easy. Pronoun, it is also very easy to understand. So verb, you are all writing the grammar. What I am giving you now. You are all writing. Some are thinking about the grammar, more about grammar. The boys are writing the homework. They are called verbs. Next, adjective is over. Adjective means it modifies a noun or pronoun, or it simply shows quality. It denotes quality of a noun or quality of a pronoun or anything. Next, sixth one, conjunction. Sixth one is conjunction. So, what is a conjunction? What is a conjunction? I will write here. Conjunction. What is the meaning of conjunction? It is very important. There are many conjunction words. It joins SS. Very good. Joining two words. Very good. Very nice. It joins two words. It joins two words or two phrases or two sentences. Conjunction. For example, and but. Raju and Ramu are good friends. Suma and Sudha are good friends. Good friends. And here and it is a conjunction. We can easily understand and. Next, but Raju is a good boy but lazy. Raju is a good boy but lazy. He went to railway station yesterday. Our uncle went to railway station, but he missed the train. My uncle went to railway station in time, but he missed the train. Next, another one, and but because Raju is absent today because he is ill, because he is suffering from fever and headache. It is also called conjunction. So conjunction. Another word, if you give money, I will come to cinema with you. If it is a conjunction. Next, another word, not only but also. It is also a conjunction. Not only but also. You make in your own sentence using not only but also. Make in your own sentence. Very easy. Yes? Okay. Sachin Tendulkar. Yes, come on. Sachin Tendulkar is not only a batsman but also a bowler. Yes, it is a conjunction. So I will give another example. Dr. Rajkumar, you know very well. He was the well-known Kannada film actor, but was passed away. Dr. Rajkumar is not only a film actor, not only an actor, but also a singer. So not only but also, it is also a conjunction. Another word, give an example. Anybody can give another example. Yes. Okay. Next, another one is neither nor, either or. It is also called a conjunction. So conjunction means it joins two words, two sentences or two phrases. They are called conjunctions. Conjunctions means Samucha Veya in Kannada language. Samucha Veya. Preposition means in Kannada Upasargagalu. So here verb means Kriya Pada. So next I am going to drill about another parts of speech. That is interjection. Seventh one, interjection. Interjection denotes a sudden feeling, sudden emotion. It expresses emotion. Interjection denotes emotion, expresses emotion. For example, ha, ho, wa, alas. For example, mark is necessary. Explanation mark. Ha, oh, alas, she is dead. Alas, she is dead. When Mahatma Gandhiji was passed away, all the Indians cried, alas, Gandhi, the father of nation, is dead. Is dead. So, alas, ayyo in Kannada. We express ayyo in Kannada. Next, you are all watching many times cricket. Cricket is a very, very popular play in India. So, when the Indians won the match against Pakistan or against Australia, suddenly all the players come together and cried, "Hurrah! Hurrah!" They began to dance when they won the match. It was the final match, World Cup final match. India won the match. At that moment, holding their captain, all the Indian players cried, "Hurrah! We have won the match. We have won the match." They began to dance like this. You have seen. Okay. Interjection expresses emotion. Last one. What is the last one? Adverb. Very good. Adverb. So adverb, it is a word. Take down adverb. I will give some examples. Slowly. So LY forms. Mainly all the LY forms are called adverbs. For example, I am walking slowly. Look at me. I am walking slowly. Elephant walks slowly. Elephant walks slowly. So here, elephant, it is a noun. Walks. Which parts of speech is there? Walks. Yes, very good. Verb. Walks means verb. Next, adverb is slowly. Elephant walks slowly. Elephant walks slowly. Slowly, it is an adverb. It is an adverb. Similarly, sweetly. Lata sang sweetly. Suma sang folk song sweetly. Gently. You know very well about lion. Lion walks gently in the middle of the forest. Gently. Beautifully. Nicely. Clearly. Urgently. Immediately. All the LY forms are called adverb. Adverb means it modifies a verb or a noun. Adverb. Another one, nicely, sharply, beautifully, cleanly. So, speedily, P.T. Usha runs speedily. It is also an adverb. Sometimes adverbs becomes at the end of the sentence. For example, she ran fast. She ran fast. So fast, it is an adverb. It is an adverb, but there is no ly form. Ly form. Though it is not ly form, it is called an adverb. Fast. He worked hard. He worked hard. So it is an adverb. It is an adverb. Now I am giving a passage. It is in page number in your English book. It is in what is the page number? 43. Open your textbook and see, there is a beautiful passage. There are 20 or 15 lines. So read well and find out, trace out what parts of speeches are there. Once upon a time, there was a big elephant. Once upon a time, there was a big elephant in the forest. So big, for example, I will give some parts of speech as big. It is an adjective. Upon, it is a preposition. In the forest, in, it's a preposition. Very good. It is a preposition. Look at the passage, read thoroughly and find out the parts of speeches. Which parts of speech is there? Just you underline in red ink pen and take down some notes regarding that passage tomorrow. Everyone should bring your homework, but that passage is very interesting to read, to understanding. So there is a moral story in that passage. I think, I hope you are all ready to see, ready to read and ready to write homework tomorrow. What is, any doubts? Adjective? Okay, adjective denotes quality or quantity. Modifies a noun or a pronoun. All the colors, all the countable numbers become adjectives. That's all. Okay. For example, Raju has secured 99 marks in English, 100 marks in English. It is also an adjective. 199. He has secured 100 marks, 99 marks, 100 marks, 99 marks. They are also called an adjective. Very good. Says, have you take down all these things? Okay, thank you. Next, tomorrow I would like to teach about, you know very well, you are all reading many poems. There are 8 poems. There are 8 poems for 8th standard, 9th standard and also to 10th standard. So in your poems, there are some, you can study some very, very important grammatical aspect. So that is figure of speech. So in Kannada, figure of speech means, yes, I don't know what is the meaning of figure of speech in Kannada. Yes, alankaragalu. Fine, nice. Alankaragalu. Figure of speech means alankaragalu. So I would like to teach some figure of speech tomorrow. Be ready. It is very, very interesting grammar. Are you ready? Yes, don't forget your homework. So what I have written here, it is your homework. So you must write these things parts of speech not only to your homework but also into your notes. Understand? Okay. Thank you. Tomorrow, what is the tomorrow's lesson? Figure of speech. Fine. Thank you.